At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers.
The final playoff push is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. And they'll begin by running the option.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
You look at this Raiders defense.
They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And it was the pass rush that really keyed their victory. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down. Here's Pickett. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a magical 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. A short one there to Freiermuth.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it's 2nd down.
The Steelers at 6-4 now on the year. They were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you, giving you encouragement as long as you give them something good to cheer about. So, you know, they just want to come out and play well for their faithful, and I expect them to do just that. Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Now Pickett. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 38. They run with Hines. And down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Back to throw, Pickett. That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
1st and 10, here's Pickett. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked by Chad Muma.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Well, it's only the first quarter, but that's a quick shift of momentum right there because they were driving the football before that interception, and then not only, Charles, do they throw the pick, but it gets returned all the other way for the score.
I think the important thing here was it backed up in their own territory. This defense didn't blink. They hung in there, waited for the offense to make a mistake, and as soon as they did, they capitalized in the biggest way possible.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Trying to find Calvin Austin, but it's going to be second down.
You look at this Raiders defense.
They were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
In today's football, there aren't a lot of goals for defenses, but when you hold a team under 100 total yards of offense, yeah, that has to be a goal that was met. Big check mark for them in last week's game.
Pickett throwing again on second down.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Dialing up another pass here. Pickett. Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Pickett.
He's got this to Pickens. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 30 yards there.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Here's Hines. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Nyheim Hines, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Steelers are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Boswell good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Ready up. 19 tight. 19 tight.
Willis will look to throw on first down.
Over the middle, complete. That's Wheeler. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down.
At the 22-yard line.
Go!
Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They need 2. Here's third down. To throw, here's Willis.
And this is going to be incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
These two teams all tied after one. Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. They run again with Hines. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people, because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers, because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
From the gun on 3rd down, Pickett. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. And the tight end goes in motion left. Here's Hines on the toss play. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Here's Pickett. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
The offense on 3rd down, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Pickett back to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he did everything but hold on to it. But a nice play defensively, and now it brings up 4th down.
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
It went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that.
And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. T.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now a 3rd down throw, but he misses the target, incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. Now 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, here's Pickett.
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
This is fielded at the 27.
That return gets all the way to midfield, so we know the field position is absolutely flipped at this point. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I might think about blitzing right now to try and take field position back.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs.
He'll take this to the 46.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down throw coming by Willis.
Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
One thing you always worry about when he breaks the pocket is he going to take off with it? That time, the pressure was starting to close in, and he's just got to throw this one away.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Willis looking to throw it.
And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
That's double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Remember, they had the safety go against them the last time they had it. Fortunately, their defense just forced the punt, so they'll try again as they start 1st and 10.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line.
42 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009-2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. as he'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Second down, here's Pickett.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Pickett, he'll look to throw it.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Steelers send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And he'll take it just outside the 40.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
Got it. Ready? Cowboy 80. Go.
Willis looking to throw on first down.
He gets this to Davante Adams. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Running on first down, Eckler. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Austin Eckler, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
And that's certainly an important score right there because they gave themselves a 2-score cushion heading towards halftime. Now you got to force the other team out of their comfort zone, and it changes the way you approach the second half as well. How you want to do things on offense, and your defense feels much better too, having that lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Let's go now.
Here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, Pickett.
Pressure comes and down he goes. Now the Steelers going to use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again. He'll let it fly for Austin. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Down to the 10.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Calvin Austin,
His 5th touchdown now on the year.
and the Steelers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and the lead is down to 2. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think
that's caught at the 25. Touchdown. A big play there as the first half is winding down.
And the Raiders will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. And what I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half, give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game.
Steelers 14. Daniel Carlson to kick off Las Vegas.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He'll let it fly for Austin. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it. Still on his feet. Room here to run. He's on his way.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
But Charles, you can just see the frustration on the sideline. Safe to say that's not how they expected this series to go. The ball only went one way, and it was backward into their own end zone, courtesy of the pick six.
And, Brandon, how often do we hear offenses tell us before a game they want to end every series with a kick, right? A punt, a PAT, or a field goal. In case of the defense, they want to end with a punt or a takeaway. And we saw the takeaway right there, and it turned out to be a takeaway that turned into 6 points.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
Ready.
On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Gets it downfield to Mayer.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Josh Jacobs, 37 yards, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
37. Steelers 14. Daniel Carlson to kick off.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
On second down, right back to Hines.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
Pickett will look to throw it here. Now a short pass pulled in by Washington. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Pickett's throw complete to Freiermuth.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The Steelers picking up 15 yards there and a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Buffalo 18. Warriors 70.
Looking to throw. Pickett. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Back to throw. Pickett. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. There he goes left side.
He's still on his feet.
And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Steelers 14. Daniel Carlson.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Operating from the gun. Pickett.
Across the formation, he hits Austin.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
That's another Steelers first down.
Pickett now on first down.
And in for the Steelers touchdown.
Calvin Austin
With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year.
And the Steelers are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game.
Steelers 21.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
And that's caught inside the 30.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Raiders get another 3rd-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
70 Lions. Go.
Now it's Hines. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
53 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Now Pickett. He finds Pickens over the middle.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
18, Rattler, 18. Hut, hut.
Pickett now from the gun here.
This to Hines on the drop-off. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Raiders.
Back to throw. Pickett. Finds Hines again for the completion.
And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Ready. 70 Rangers. Take over.
1st and 10. Here's Pickett.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. 3rd quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA.
18, Pioneer.
Pickett right back to the air again.
And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Pickett and the Steelers in need of a big play here. 3rd and long after the sack.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth.
Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back,
look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And down inside the 15 he goes.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Pickett looking to throw on 2nd down.
And he's got his man out of the slot. Complete. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot.
Pickett.
Touchdown! Nyheim Hines. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Steelers get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
On 2nd down, Jacobs.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Here we go.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Back to throw, Willis.
Flush to his right. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Dragon 60. Panther 11. Panther 11.
Here's Pickett. Here's one deep for Pickens. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
2nd and 10. Pickett back to throw.
And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers.
Darnell Washington,
31 yards.
and the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit. Well, it seemed like they were so focused elsewhere they forgot about the tight end spot, and he's the one that burns them there to make this a 3-score game here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
I think there might be a little bit of defensive fatigue from those guys on that side of the ball, partner, because...
And it's intercepted at the goal line.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
Well, that was almost a 4-point swing. The interception, if he had returned it all the way, would have been 2 for them, but just a little bit shy.
And when it's a play like that, you're exactly right with the math. But don't you feel like it would have counted for more if they found their way all the way back to the end zone and gotten the 2? That changes the whole momentum, doesn't it?
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Let's go now.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. It's been a dominant performance to this point, Charles, and this is probably exactly how they scripted this and envisioned it. They got a 3-score lead, fourth quarter, and a chance if they won to continue to pour it on here.
It is their call, isn't it? I mean, the way that they have taken on this game and the way that they have carried this game and have dominated this game, you're exactly right. Do what you want down the stretch. We are in the era of, hey, if you don't want us to do this to you, then you need to stop us. Their call to finish this one off.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Raiders.
Ready?
On first down, they go with Jacobs again.
And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively.
92 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Here's Jacobs on first and 10. And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now they'll look to Willis to pass it here.
He finds his man complete. It's Wheeler. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 22-yard line.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so. He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Second down, Jacobs once more.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
It's a play fake. Here's Willis.
Touchdown Raiders.
Michael Mayer.
A 20-yard touchdown.
And the Raiders are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 24.
58, Steelers 34.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this fourth quarter.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Looking to throw. Pickett.
Finding Pickens for another catch.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Back to throw. Pickett. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted.
Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick.
And the Steelers are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception.
And the Raiders are going to have it here at their own 15. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for them. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it, and I think about it awfully hard, but also you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player, you have to know the situation.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.